Before I even start B'chvod Achsanya, I have to explain my voice. This is not laryngitis. Doesn't hurt. I am not straining to talk. All you people are tremendous people involved in Gemilas Chesed. It would be a terrible tsar, I'm sure, for you to have to sit here and think that I am straining my voice because of you. I'm not. It doesn't hurt. This is the way it comes out. Since before Rosh Hashanah, one of my vocal cords has been paralyzed by some virus. I know how to pronounce that virus better. And in any case, they told me it's like Bell's palsy. It comes, it goes. So far it's come, it hasn't gone. And but at Baruch Hashem, I can still speak. The only thing is, it comes out like this. So I was thinking that in the time of Chazal, there were Anoshim Gedolim that would juggle, dance, sing. I can't do any of that. So I will entertain you with this voice and add to the Simcha of Yom Tov. First of all, I want to start B'chvod Achsanya. The Lehman family, Mr. Lehman said, is very well known to me. And I'm very, very proud to be able to be here. And the Mirz Hashem, the home, as it has been always, should continue to be a place of mitzvah and bracha and simcha and chayim tovim and all the brachas shamayim, hein beruchnias v'hein begashmias. Now, the ikar mitzvah of Sukkah is Sukkah's mamash. To remind us of the matzav aroi, the temporary dwellings in the midbar, which also have an echo of this world, olam hazeh, dom of Alayla. That's why the ikar mitzvah of Sukkah is dafka b'layla, the first night. And the Sukkah is like this world. This world is a temporary place. It's not the ikar, temporal. And the ikar is olam haba. If that's the case, that Sukkah represents olam hazeh, it even represents golus, it represents the trek through the midbar, and then we should try to make it as unattractive as possible. So you know that olam hazeh is olam hazeh, not so attractive. And yet there's a special mitzvah of Noi Sukkah. The Gemara even describes how to decorate your Sukkah, what to put in it. It seems incongruous. It seems on the one hand, the Sukkah represents something negative, something we want to play down. And at the same time, such a beautiful mitzvah to beautify and to decorate. How do these two things go together? Chazal tell us in Chulin, Tzadikim chavivim aleihem amonam yoser mikufan. V'kol kach lama shein poshtim yideim begezel. We learn from Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu was a wealthy man, and yet he put his life in danger to go and retrieve pachim ktanim, some small earthenware cups that he could have bought 1,000,000 more. But he left the security of Mavri Yabok and went back. And we learn from there that tzadikim chavivim aleim amonim yoser mikufan, which answers another question, but raises a bigger question. Chazal darshan b'chol mo'odecha, with all your material wealth. And they ask, it's said already, b'chol nafshecha. You have to give up your life for Torah. So why do you have to say b'chol mo'odecha? V'yesh anoshim shechavivim aleim amonim yoser mikufan. So normally I would think that's a meshugana. What meshugana is chaviv olav mamono yoser mikufan? But Chazal tell us not meshugoyim. Tzadikim chavivim aleim mamonim yoser mikufan. It was for Yaakov Avinu that it had to say b'chol mo'odecha. But what's that going to be? A tzadik is mechabev his mammon more than his guf. When Yaakov meets Esav, and he had sent him already the mincha, the matana, so Esav refuses it. And he says, Yesh li Rav, I have more than I need. I'm a rich man. I don't need your presents. To which Yaakov answers, Ochi yesh li kol. I have everything. I don't need it either. You take it. Rabbi Moshav Feinstein Zatzal asked a very simple question. You would think of the character of these two people who would say, Yesh li Rav, I have more than I need. That should have been Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu was a wealthy man. He could have been happy with nothing. If he had such wealth, it was more than he needed. Esav, on the other hand, for sure wants more and more, but to say, I have more than I need. Says Moshe Feinstein, Tzaddikim understand that every single thing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu apportions out to a person in this world, no matter what it may be, is l'tovaso, and for the tafkid that he has to fulfill in this world. It's a kli, l'avodas Hashem. Person comes into this world, it's like a play. You get your part, your place on the stage, which act, which scene you're supposed to show up for, which period in history. You get a costume, that's called your body, and you get props. And all of those things are necessary to be able to fulfill your mission, your purpose. And it doesn't necessarily reflect how many props you have, how choshev you are. Because it could be the court jester gets 10 props, but that's what he needs to be the court jester. And the king only gets 1 prop. He gets a scepter. That's what he needs to be the king. It's impossible to say in a play that someone got more than he needs. You got exactly what you need to fulfill your purpose. And the other one who didn't get that got what he needs to fulfill his purpose. A tzaddik who understands that every material possession that he has is a kli l'avodas Hashem can't say, Yesh li Rav, I have more than I need. The whole concept doesn't apply. I have exactly what HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me that I need to be Mekadosh Shem Shamayim. And if he gave me pachim ktanim, then I need those. And if I let them go, it's like letting a pair of tefillin go. Sure, I can buy another pair of tefillin, but what's going to happen with this pair of tefillin? Could be, that's why Chazal compare material wealth with pachim ktanim. Pachim ktanim, the Gemara says, is a kli cheres. Pach is made out of cheres. Gemara in Moed. There's something unique about kli cheres, different than kli mateches and kli eitz. Kli cheres is only mekabel tuma mitocho, not mikabel. If you touch the kli cheres on the outside, it's not mekabel tuma. It's mekabel tuma only if you touch it on the inside. Even though it's a gzeres hakosov, but maybe there's a logical idea behind it also. In order to be mekabel tuma, something has to have a value. Valueless things are not mekabel tuma. In order for something to have tuma, it has to have a positive value. Zelu mazeh. Gold, metal, even wood has 2 values. The material has an intrinsic value, and when you make it into a kli, the kli has a functional value. Therefore, if you touch it on the outside, you're touching the material. It's worth something. It's mekabel tuma. You touch it on the inside, you're touching its function. It's mekabel tuma. Kli cheres, the material is worth nothing. It has no value at all. Its entire value is its function. That is material possessions to a tzaddik. It's like pachim ktanim. It has tremendous function if you use it properly. But intrinsically, it's worthless. If you don't use it properly, then it's worse than being worthless.